Welcome to Free Advice Guy. I'm Luke Halter, Free Advice Guy. We're back in Old Town Scottsdale, but tonight's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna ask others to share their financial knowledge and wisdom, lessons they've learned along the way, to hopefully have conversations and maybe change your life.
Welcome back. We have a truly amazing video for you guys today. Every interaction we have is stellar, but these next few interactions are something special. We begin with two gentlemen who ask some deep questions and have some deep thoughts of their own.
I guess my question for everybody, an everyday person nowadays is, the whole world is talking about Fed rates and Fed rate this, Fed rate that. The president wants Fed rates to be lowered. If you could equate to the normal American or the people that really don't understand financial literacy, and that's what your channel does, how do you think that lower Fed rates affect the everyday American and the retail investor?
I mean, this is a great question. Nobody should want to pay higher rates, even though people who are in finance understand what higher rates do to the overall economy and inflation and all that sort of stuff. But as a normal person, I'd love to pay zero on all my debts. I don't have debts, but for a normal person, you should want lower rates for yourself, for your investments. That trickles down to your mortgage or whatever the debt is that you're going to take. But there's more to it than that. But
sure, and that's a good point. And one thing you mentioned there is you don't have debt. Do you believe that smart debt is a real thing that a lot of entrepreneurs should look for? And I guess the difference here is, I don't know your audience, but your audience could be entrepreneurs and business owners, but they could also be just literally smart W-2 people that have incomes and jobs, and maybe debt's not so good for them. When do you think debt is a smart thing and a bad thing?
I think you kind of hit it on the head. It's when people know what they're doing. A lot of people see a video online and they're like, I'm gonna go do that. And then they end up in such a bad spot.
Yeah.
But for people who really know what they're doing, yeah, they leverage, they have a crazy amount of leverage, but it's either earning them cash flow or their assets are growing more than their debt is growing. So it's a net positive for them, but most normal people can't do that.
Okay, so me personally, and we were talking about this before the video, is I really think that, people say, hey, when Fed rates go down, it's only helping the corporations, but I really do think with the huge pool of retail investors in America today, we're living in such an amazing economy where younger people feel excited to participate in investing and securities and everything else. And it's such a wonderful time where when Fed rates go down, you need to understand that if that's helping the corporations, that's also helping your personal portfolio. And if you feel like it's not helping you, that may mean that you're not leveraging securities enough. You're not leveraging our stock market. We live in the greatest country on the planet Earth. And if you're not invested in the American stock market, that's a very, very big downside for you as an individual. So if you feel like Fed rates going down are not affecting you in a positive way, that means you're just not leveraged enough and invested properly to upside from that, right? So, Ethan, do you have a question for our gentleman here?
No question, just commenting on the interaction that just happened. I think that influencers commenting on so much this buying culture of just, buy every time is the right time to buy is creating this market of nobody knows what's going on. Everybody's paying inflated purchase prices and stuff like that. And the market is doing insanely good. I'm one of the losers that hires a financial advisor rather than handle my own investments.
We actually debate about that, by the way.
So he handles his own investments. I have a financial advisor. My portfolio is doing 19% right now.
I mean, in the last year to date, or the last 12 months, that's about what the market has returned.
It is insane. It is insane.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, the real estate market's suffering. There is a surplus of supply because the rates are insanely high. So it's what the heck is going on? The market is so hard to read right now. It's doing well in this sector, it's doing mediocre in this sector, and it's doing terrible in this sector.
So real quick, just to the now's either, like you said, not a good time to buy or things are inflated. That's actually not how I look at things.
Okay.
The stuff I'm buying today, I don't plan to sell for 30 years.
Yeah.
Right now is a sale compared to what they're going to be 30 years from now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I think with the housing market too, I think the actual problem is there's not enough inventory, right? We ran into this, the interest rates jacked up. People did not put their houses on the market anymore. So even though interest rates went up, we should have seen prices go down.
Yeah.
But inventory went down at the same time, so prices just leveled out.
I think so. Number analysis is one thing. The other thing is quality of construction, quality of builds, quality of property investment. Buildings are not built to last. You know, most states don't require a general contractor's license, so anybody can just file for an LLC and start building. And what that's created is a surplus of products. So for me, I buy anything that is pre-2018. Pre-2018, golden.
Right.
Aside from that, I will build myself, right?
I like it.
I will not buy anything that was built post-2019, post-COVID, because that was when everybody got into construction. Everybody decided to build whatever the hell. I saw properties that they were using Amazon fixtures. They were using Amazon lighting. They were using Amazon whatever, and it was just disgusting. And those properties are not going to last more than 5 years. You're getting a 30-year mortgage on something that's going to last you less than 5 years.
Yeah, or that you're just going to have to keep putting money into all the time.
Yeah.
And I'll speak for this guy too. He doesn't cut himself enough credit, but he's 24 years old and owns multiple real estate properties, and he has a good head on his shoulders. So for him to say that, it means a lot, because I wish a lot of 24-year-olds were doing what he does right now, right? So
Absolutely. I didn't take my finances serious until I was like 27. So the fact that you are where you are, and if people take this seriously, I didn't really taking it serious till 27, and I retired at 40. Right? It's possible for people to do if they're serious. They sacrifice, they save and invest. They can really do things, and it sounds like you're really doing things.
Last thing I'll say is forget all the investing, forget all the money saving or financial literacy and all of that. I think nowadays our generation has this too big of a misconception. If you're not willing to go work every single week, 80 to 90 hours a week on a career, on your mission, you're not getting anywhere. Yeah, you can get by and you can live average. If you don't live average, great for you and God bless you and that's amazing for you. But for all these people that think that saving is gonna help them get somewhere or this is gonna help them get somewhere, you need to go work 80 to 90 hours a week. You need to say no to your fun. You need to say no to people. You need to say no to everybody. What a lot of Americans, especially young people, think is that they can take a shortcut to getting anything in life right now. It's so untrue, and it pisses me the hell off, especially when I do interviews for staff that we hire. You guys need to be at least working 80 to 90 hours a week if you want to do anything in life. That is your prerequisite before you learn how to save, before you learn how to invest. Get good at your career, put 80, 90 hours a week at it, and become the best ever at what you do. Until you do that, don't worry about anything else. Learn how to work hard first, then do anything else you want to do, right? Then learn how to invest, then learn that. There's no point of learning how to invest amazing off chump change. That's just realist and simplest advice I can give. Go work hard. Like, not a lot of people are working hard. They're looking for the flashy thing they can invest in and just become a millionaire off. And that's
so
true. So like, go work hard. People think working 40 hours a week or 50 hours a week is cool. No, me and this guy, we work 80 to 90 hours a week. That's it. Like, that's what we do day in, day out. And and we're not even saying we're successful. We're actually not. But that's what you have to do to be successful. Kill the misconception that you're going to be some kind of overnight success over something you invest in. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. So just one quick follow-up.
Sure.
I just watched a video on this.
Yeah.
So you are the work-life balance stuff. Throw it out. That's kind of where.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll say. Okay. Go ahead. Yep.
I will say.
We talk about this a lot.
Yeah, because I'm very, like, a year ago, I stepped away from the family business that was producing a lot of money, and I decided to be 24 or 23 at the time, because I was spending from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night at the office, and it was grueling. So I decided to say, all right, I'm gonna leave the fortune, I'm gonna leave the money, I'm gonna leave all of that. I'm gonna be 20 for a little while. I'm gonna travel and stuff like that. It was great. And then an opportunity popped up. We started, once we had the mission, we started grinding away at it. And a point to what you were saying was, like, there are so many people, America's raising a generation of sociopaths. Like there are no hard workers in this generation. And if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner of any kind, the number one skill that has helped me, that has helped Kevin, that has helped any business owner in America today is finding the right people. Like 100%, finding the right people. People want to systemize hiring when that is the number one thing they should be spending the most amount of time on.
Yeah.
And we talk about this all the time.
We did, and part of that was, this week, me and him were talking about a strategy for a new software we're launching. It's going to be a vertical we're adding to our company, and we're in the payment space without saying too much. But what we were talking about, I was saying, hey, we need to build some automated trainings. I was talking about a week library of videos and questionnaires that a new hire has to answer when they come on board and watch. So for a week or two while they come on board, they're watching these automated videos to learn what we do and get up to speed. And he says, hey, look, I understand that you want to automate things because that's your itch as an entrepreneur, to automate so you can scale. But think about it this way. The most important thing you have is hiring.
Yeah.
So do you really want to automate just hiring, or do you want to automate everything else and actually spend the most time you have on hiring and grooming your talent?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what's going to depict how well they do. And that's probably the most important lever. And that was the root of awakening for me, because I was like, wait, you're right. In actuality, no, I don't want to automate that. I actually want to spend one-on-one personal time. So what we end up doing this week is we said, okay, we're going to create a training outline, but what we're going to do is we're actually going to focus on automating everything else, but the training and the onboarding itself, we're going to focus on creating a one-on-one experience so we can spend as much time and resources as possible to really, really groom those people. And that was something we learned in business this week.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys sharing. That's awesome.
Yeah, these guys are doing great.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, this whole
Thanks,
thing
guys.
has been awesome.
I appreciate it.
All right, nice
Great to meet you. Thank you, man.
Pleasure.
What's your channel?
Free advice guy.
That was awesome. These guys have a serious passion for entrepreneurship. Thank you for chatting.
At Free Advice Guy, our mission is to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. If you'd like to join the mission, click the Patreon link down below for a free budgeting worksheet and exclusive community content and live streams. Together, we will help millions of people achieve financial literacy.
I want to give a special shout out to our contributing Patreon members. Patreon is going to be the lifeblood of this mission. With your help, we are going to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. Next up, we have a gentleman with a wise take on consumerism.
Yeah,
Ready? I don't know if you're ready for this question.
ready, Freddy.
All right, so we're going around asking people, what's a financial lesson you've learned that you think other people could benefit from?
As much as you think that, oh, this product that you want to buy is only going to last so long, it'll always be out there. Unless you're looking at something super rare that's super hard to find that you're never going to find again, it'll always be out there. Take your time, save your money, put some aside, make sure you have a soft cushion, and always keep a certain amount in the bank account. Whatever your budget is, depends on how much your bills already are. Keep a certain amount in the budget. That way, when you purchase that, in case anything goes wrong, you have a cushion. I went in for a tonsil surgery and I thought it was gonna take like a week. I was out for a month and did not expect it. Bills hit me like crazy, and it was just, I was doing so good before. I never thought something bad was gonna happen. So whatever you're gonna buy, make sure you have a cushion amount to save you in case something happens. I know it sounds stupid, you think, oh, I'm perfectly healthy, whatever. Always make sure you have a cushion amount.
Absolutely, man. That's an
Yeah.
emergency fund. An emergency fund will save your life.
Whatever.
Absolutely, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions for him?
Yeah, did you want to ask anything?
What is one thing that doing what you do has taught you in life?
I mean, we learned the other thing, like there are so many more people going through what you're probably going through
Yeah.
that you don't realize. Like on the street corner here, this girl told me about how her mom added her as an authorized user on a credit card.
Yeah.
And they didn't pay the credit card and it hurt her credit score.
Absolutely.
That happened to me too. She was the first person I had ever run into that happened. We published the clip and I hate saying went viral, but it's got millions of views. And in the comments
There's
are
no
just so many people who are like, my mom did that, my parents did that to me as well. So it's like, whoa, like there are so many people going through the same situation that you are.
It's a small world.
Yeah, that was pretty eye-opening, and that a lot of people need help, and let's give it to them.
Let's give it to them. Spread the word.
Yes,
to
sir.
everybody.
I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate your time. Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
sir.
sir.
Thank you for chatting. That's all for today's video. Stay tuned for Wednesday's episode. Thank you for watching. And as always, we'll catch you in the next video.